My dad graduated from the Naval Academy class of '79, and all of his really close friends, who are basically my aunts and uncles, graduated within like 3 years of that time frame. My godfather graduated class of '82. My dad has his Naval Academy diploma, his commission, framed, put on our family wall. So it was there all the time. And growing up, I kind of like had ideas of what I wanted to do. I went through phases of like, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a dentist or a vet, like cool little things that little kids would want. But it got to the point where I was like, okay, I kind of have to figure out what I want to do. I was like, okay, maybe I want to kind of do something similar to what Dad did. Maybe I want to like do some kind of service. The military academy, like that was what I wanted to do. And I wound up opening applications at all the service academies, but none of them wanted to recruit me. Like it just so happened that through a few other things that I had decided, yeah, I think I kind of want to try for Army first. And then I got the call from Coach Wigger and was like, yep, this is how I'm doing it. I'm going West Point. Of course, first that pride of, hey, you're getting recruited, that's awesome. And then they were like, you're sure you don't want to look at Navy? You sure? Like, not even like one of the other ones, like Air Force was kind of in the background. I kept my Coast Guard Academy application open longer than the other ones, but I was like, no. And I had to tell them that probably 4 or 5 times before it actually sunk in, especially when they found out the rifle team's record against Navy. They were like, okay, fine. And my dad still jokes to this day that he's afraid the Naval Academy AOG will come and confiscate his class ring for sending his daughter to West Point instead. My parents always come down for home matches, like 9 times out of 10. I'm only from Rhode Island, so it's only a 4-hour trip. They love coming down and seeing me, seeing West Point, seeing my brother now that he's up at the prep school. So they've been here and they've been very, very proud of the team and of West Point. My dad kind of divorces himself from it, saying, okay, for any sport except football, Army can win, but football, Navy has to win that. And all of his friends, they say fairly similar things, and they love teasing me about Army's football record. And I'm like, you know what? I firmly believe it will happen before I graduate, number one. Number two, I don't know what it feels like to lose to Navy personally. And again, that kind of shuts them up pretty quickly. I'm a history major, so I see the influence that people have on the world, on other people. And the Naval Academy, the Air Force Academy, their services, they're good, they're important, they do great things. But they're very technically oriented, but they're not in the thick of it working with people. The Army does that. The Army works with people. The Army is a service of people before it is a service of anything else. And that appealed to me more than anything else.